relationship management and branding in events. So without much ado, once again, let's put our hands together for her.
Are you sure? You sound like you want some banku, some wache. I feel you though, Saturday, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sure the organizers will sort you out soon. Please a round of applause for Rifat and the gentleman who was here. Congratulations to both of them for inspiring. Where is she? Okay, later get here for me. I just want to show you something. For those of you who know me, I'm very, very practical and kind. So my first background is in human resource management. So I manage careers. Now I am a startup consultant. So I manage businesses. And then I'm an event engineer. So everything is intertwined. So what I'm going to say is really going to impact you. Hello, Bright. How are you? Okay? So listen attentively and learn. All right? I've also learned one or two from my mentee this morning. Now we're talking about relationship management and branding in events. Once you get this right, everything else, even with the difficulty, and I tell you, we're all in the same boat. Okay? I sit on his board for his award, and he knows the pressure we give him. He knows the pressure we give him. So let me boast a bit about my company, right? We're just 4 years old, actually. People think that we've been there for 10 years. Now, we're a business and event solutions company positioned to make lasting impact by providing solutions that make a difference and create value. Listen to the words. Create value for corporate businesses and individuals in Africa through disruptive, creative, and innovative business interventions from a global perspective. So, events the business, isn't it? Or it's just for fun? Good, it's a business. Our vision is to be the go-to global brand. We're not playing in Ghana anymore, right? That provides unique, impactful, disruptive, innovative, and creative business and exceptional experiences for corporate and non-corporate organizations. Now, as an event organizer, whether you organize the events or you provide the logistics and what have you, two key stakeholders. The people who come for your events, like all of you here have come for the Ghana events. It's fun, it's so infectious too. And that's why they say this logo is beautiful. Where is the organizer of this event? Where is he? Where's the owner? This is the owner of the event. That means the creative, but I want to say congratulations. But when I get to brand, I'm going to ask you a question about the logo. Are you ready for me? Would you be ready? No, not now. When I get into branding, okay? But please, a round of applause. The logo is very good. I love it. So don't go anywhere. That's going to be my practical specimen today. So I had a perception when I came in. So when you tell me I'm coming to Ghana Event Summit, remember that I sit on the board for the very first Ghana Event Awards. With pressure I normally give my people is this. If you say you are commanding the entire event in Ghana for an event, and your own event does not match up with one of the million events that happen in Ghana, will anybody respect your brand? So my team and I, we know everything they go through that we think that what's wrong with what. Why do you think the Nigerians do that? These days, Saturday who are also doing the same thing. Why do you think they do that? Can somebody quickly? Right, why did they do that? Yeah, I know. Right, why did they do that? Can somebody please give me the mic for me? That is the organizer.
Before, they know you have done it before, it makes it more easy. That's my.
Did you hear what he said? So the moment they can, and you see in this event industry, trust is key. That I will come to your event and I will not be embarrassed. So when what's the guy? The last event that happened, then the guy left the stage and it was all over the news. What's the name? The Nigerian artist. Wizkid. A lot of controversies. The guy had signed a contract. He came, the hall wasn't full. Problem. Some of us are like, what's the problem? They are paying you the money. Perform and go. he had signed that if he doesn't perform, he would pay a penalty. Is biscuit money a problem? For certain, and remember, they are managed by what? Managers. So whenever you are thinking of an event, don't think about the concepts. Think about your client's client. So I'm partnering with Fat. Fat, come on board, he's bringing me artists. In my mind, I'm just excited that I've got to be Fat and he's giving me artists, my event to be amazing. But are you thinking about what the artist wants? Because the moment his artist comes in and it doesn't look like what he wants, that relationship is killed. You have to go back again if you are lucky to get the attention. That is why you upset. Do not think that, oh, you have a good idea, but if no. Don't stress yourself. The country is difficult. Stand on shoulders of people who already have the key. Hi, good afternoon. I saw the design you did the last night, but that was amazing. I mean, how do you come about those things? Be conversational. Brag about them. Do you know that not every event set up, you see people pay for it? Are you aware? Why? Relationships. You can't be doing a Ghana event summit and you do not have people who do set up to not partner with you. It is called what? Ghana Event Summit. It is for all of us. So the leaders of this project, by default, people will connect you with their brand. Emmy Awards. My God, that guy when he started big. Do you know how? Relationships. Okay, let's go. So this picture was when we partnered with the Ghana Blogger Summit. Some of you have been to that summit, Ghana Blogger Summit? Good. So some of you know me. Right, let's go. My brother. Let's go. I've spoken about all of this. Spoken about all of this. I've spoken about this. Spoken about this. Now, always remember that your audience deserves nothing less than excellence. Think about what your audience will say after. Yesterday was it 2 days ago? Abraham, when did we have the EAP Summit Africa? 2 days ago, Accra Marriott. Now this is my client. She's British Ghanaian. And her tastes are high. There's no money. Now, her event is such that it deals with workplace mental health and wellness. She's concerned about ensuring that employees are okay here. Because that is a problem we have. Africans don't care about mental health. When you are sick, that's all. So she left UK, came to Ghana to help. And I've been here for about close to 6 years. And this is the 4th year we had the summit. The first year was a virtual event. Second was virtual. The third year was hybrid. No, second was hybrid. Third, hybrid. And fourth, same hybrid. And how have you been? I've been here. There is time. So every single time you create an event, you are creating a story. You are creating an opportunity for your breakthrough. So do not, never compromise. Never compromise on quality. Never. That you know me doesn't mean I am obliged to be at your event. No. It's not compulsory. Recently, there was one other event I did. I regretted doing that event in my life. Great idea, great concept. So this is a lesson I have also learned. The level of impact you want to make in an event. The moment sponsors have promised you money, make sure the cost of your event is such that when the sponsors don't meet you where you need to be, you have backup. Don't make that mistake. It's not compulsory to do an event. Worst case scenario, do it virtually. Zoom is a friend. And who says virtual events are not events? Global Startup Summits. They started virtually and they came to AICC. COVID came, they went back, and those people are big time. They are acting from diaspora. Hello, boss. You didn't expect that. But when you know who you are, even if you're not there, work like you're in the future. Implement effective communication strategies, please. If you don't know how to communicate, you don't know how to send emails, you don't know how to write, hey, there's going to be a problem. When we went for a recce at one of the institutions for an event, this is my CEO for IT system. God, this guy is too much. Africans don't see certain things as important, but when you have an event, emergency, I could see the way he was commanding. He knew his stuff, he knows his audience. So if I get a big budget event, there's no way I won't think about him. Because people who have the money have expectations. And you have people who already are there. That's how we grew. I couldn't wait to get into my senior space. If I said I should go to start from there, no. So I decided to, you have an event? Okay. So we decided to become, we started with event conceptualization, and we just add value to your events and all of that. So you come, okay, that's concept, then we tweak it, give you magic. Bam, bam, then you're on board. Whether I like it or not. Yeah, so that's what we do. So that's how you can make your brand known in partnership with, in association with. Then people begin to know, people, you know, by there are many events people say they think it is my guy. It isn't the same, you're lying. I say, no, it's not for me. I'm just a partner, event planning partner. So start. We don't like partnerships in this country. Well, those of you who are smart, take my advice. Deliver exceptional experiences. I've said that before. Don't compromise on quality. Be a person of integrity. If you tell the person your event to start at 10, let it start at 10, even if they're not filled. Listen, I did one at EcoBank, Live to Lead. It's a John Maxwell event. For those who don't know John Maxwell, the #1 leading leader in the whole world, global leadership coach. America, so we're doing a simulcast event, right? And they will start at 9 o'clock in US, I don't know what state. But then their 9 o'clock will be at 1 p.m. So what we did was in Ghana, so we started the Ghanaian version. So we had a panel discussion and all of that. So we're supposed to start exactly 9 o'clock. They were there. My colleague who is the lead organizer was on my leg. I was also emceeing again at the same time. Emma, you have 2 minutes to 9. Giving me pressure. He couldn't care when I sit to a full. He said, but what is one? America will wait for you. And I made a statement. I said, sad that we are now aligned because the white man is starting his. Hey! I said, if all events were like this, people will respect that, hey, this event, you don't come late. So if you give a time, let it be the time. If you want to give extra time, not more than 30 minutes. Because what happens is that when your event becomes so long, people lose what? Concentration. And then they get tired. And I tell people, except you want to do events for shady reason, go ahead. But if you want results, people will listen and come and give you feedback. Then manage your time. If you start late, then you have to reduce the schedule per session. Know your audience. Pay attention to every detail to make a lasting impact. Pay attention to detail. I'm not naming and shaming, but pay attention to what? Detail. Never make this mistake anywhere. No, nobody forgive me for that. You know why? Somebody will take your event and can even do what? My graphic designers and claim your event. This is your intellectual property. So don't joke with it. Yeah? Use social media, email marketing, and personalized interaction. So for everyone you're inviting, make sure you work with, either you do your own email system with this manual, partner with other digital event registration companies to send information to your people. It's all branding, yeah? And continuously improve based on feedback. I'm expecting that by the time this event is over, then there is a feedback form for everyone who registered. How can we make the event better? What did you like? What did you not like? Which speaker did you not like? Which speaker? It helps you to improve. Nobody gets it well on the first time all the time, yeah? So we're all here to learn. So let's go. Let's go. So we're going on, and we are very particular. ISIS Africa. It's not every event we jump on. We're not interested in being on every event, no. we are interested in being in an event that will add value back to us. Because if your event would be embarrassing, our names will be mentioned. Is that not it? So we are very picky. Okay, so this is the YouTube creation. So when I put all these pictures in the portfolio, oh my God, I don't need to talk right. What memories have you captured? I don't joke with photography. As I'm standing here, my photographer is here. I don't play. But that's all you have as evidence. What evidence are you keeping? So now let's talk about branding. When anybody sees your logo, what do they remember? When anybody sees your logo, what do they remember? Can anybody answer? Bold person. I want you to please, Bright, yes? I've been chasing Bright. You've not made me a speaker on your platform. You've not made me a speaker. When a public speaker chases you, you're getting something right. So please, logos are not callous. Branding is not callous. Logo and name. What rewards the salvation starts when? Today. Now. Okay? The big event organizers will not do all events. So it's good for us, isn't it? No matter whether you are small, medium, or large in business, pay attention to your journey. Focus on it and be determined. Be intentional about making a statement. And I assure you, the sky is just your beginning. Thank you very much for your time.
All right, let's put our hands together for Madame Malindate. So, please give us a wave. We also want to acknowledge Robert Clark, Head of Public Events and Communications, Charterhouse. Please give us a wave. Thank you. All right. I think we also have Raj Gideon, CEO of Global Ovations. Yes, please. Thank you. Please put your hands together for our speakers. Yes, we are on time and we'll move as fast as we can. Our next speaker is the Head of Events and Partnership at City TV and City FM. And she is doing the topic Event Brand Publicity and Representation, the role of traditional media, which is TV and radio. Please put your hands together for Madame Frema Edunyame.
Well, I'm very excited about this event. Hi, Roy. Our speakers and the panel conversation I came to meet spoke a lot about the event itself. Now we are looking at how to get the people who need to be at the event to hear our message. Most of the time, we are very much particular about all the details. You know, Emily spoke about pay attention to details, get everything right. But who are you talking to? I think that is a very important question to ask. I'm a media practitioner. I work with City TV, City FM. We are originally a media house, yes, but we are also very, very strong when it comes to events, and we don't joke with this at all. Now, let me just go straight to the people we are going to be talking to, because I'm sure we've heard a lot about the event, and we still hear much more. So we are looking at wherever it is you want to go, it is your target audience that will inform your decision. Now, when you break it down, the program is speaking to specific people. So, for instance, when you come to City, it starts from morning till night. We are rolling. But let's consider a program like the Literacy Challenge, organized by City. So, the Literacy Challenge is a program for junior high students and graduates. So if these are the people I want to talk to, you know that naturally you won't have a lot of junior high students listening or watching TV at certain times. But you're talking to teachers, you are talking to parents. So it's very key that at what point will I catch these people? And then if you are promoting such an event, it goes directly onto these kind of programs. So the role that traditional media will play when it comes to events, I would like to just talk about 4 things. Now, you look at traditional media, I mean, I'm not downplay the impact that social media is also playing, but traditional media still has a certain role to play. One, I'll look at credibility and trust. So when you have an event, you look at what exactly you are doing and where you want to get to. And it's very important that traditional media, you know, the radio stations, the TV stations, they come with a certain level of credibility. Verification is very key. So I'm sure as we all are here, there are certain information that you get on social media, but you want to wait if you hear about it on primetime news. Because the moment City FM or City TV or Joy FM or Joy Prime speaks about it, then you know that this could be true. We run fast with social media stuff, and sometimes it's very easy to pull down. So people will just throw something, if you're not too sure, you will pull down. But when it comes to TV, because it's highly regulated, these media houses have a sense of responsibility. I'm not trying to say that social media guys don't have a sense of responsibility, but regulation for social media is not like TV. So you make a mistake, NMC is coming after you, you have a whole list of institutions coming after you. So you are very, very particular. So when your event is promoted on some of these channels, it gives the whole event, you know, the credibility event, and nobody comes when that is zero. So also try as much as possible to have their buy-in by designing certain programs ahead of the event, just to ensure that that sustained positioning is very key in the minds of people. So you notice that there are certain events that everyone is talking about it. Everybody wants to go. They've not even attended the event, but because of the engagement, you know, people just can't wait. And that is why most of the time, certain events, within a short time, you will just see adverts out. That's the ability, wide reach, and mass appeal, all this, and the fact that we are bridging traditional media and new media is very, very important. Now, what people do is they come in for partnership, but really, they don't think about the media house. So they are very interested in getting their events out there, people hearing about it and all that. But what am I getting? Most of the time, they bring in proposals, and then your logos on all branded really logo. You want me to give you airtime worth about 50K, and you're telling me that you put logo. And this is easy. Let me break something down for you. So you sit back, you put an event together, you know who will help you achieve your targets. So I want to do an event that is maybe for corporate Ghana and all that, because I want City FM to do that because of their programming and everything, who their listeners are and all. Fine. You identified the station and you went to them. The first thing you should know is you are not the one going to make them popular. Because you first identify them as one who can help push your project. And it means that you already accept that they have what it takes to make you or your event popular. So you don't come back and tell me that I will make you popular. Really? When you come and tell me this, I feel like, no, you're not even sure of what you are saying. Really? Because how does that work? I want your cap, and then I tell you that, oh, you know something, I think I can give you the cap. Yo, the cap is mine. You can't give me what is not yours. So please, if you are coming in to negotiate, it's not always about money. We've spoken about relationship management. So it's not always about money. Okay? So don't go in with money mind. If it is, for instance, an event like this, come and tell me that I will give you some kind of exclusivity, okay? That you can have access to talk to the speakers. You have access, I will facilitate for you to be able to have the speakers as resource persons on some of your programs. Tell me that I will give you content. When the event is over, I can make available the content of the event so that it is also alone out there when you're coming to traditional media, and also convinced you that you still need traditional media to promote your events. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share.
All right, let's do better for her so that quickly she can answer one or two questions. Please, any questions, quickly.
Kofi, hold on. before the questions even come in, I want to acknowledge the fact that talk about people who actually understand sustained visibility. Now, if she wanted to have repeated the same dress, Kaiji says, I mean, I have to, impress people. So I want to change my answer. Now, those of us who follow sports, Fabrizio Romano has 2 dresses, a white shirt, and then some grey shirts. And that is visibility, sustaining the. So once again, please, a round of applause for Romano. That is a top-notch advertisement that nobody actually thinks of.
What about the small businesses? Can I come to you like in partnership?
Yes, you can. So at City, we really pay attention to startups. And so in every August, for instance, we have This is Ghana. And it is for made in Ghana companies, from small to large scale companies. So it depends on what you're coming to sell. Ideas come from everywhere and anywhere. So you can walk up to us and say, listen guys, I have this event. Look, sometimes your idea can be bigger than you. And the fact that it is you bringing it doesn't mean that it is that small. It doesn't matter. Just understand the event to the extent that when you come to me, you can sell your event to me and you can let me know how we stand to benefit. It doesn't matter whether you are a startup, it doesn't matter whether you are an established company. It depends on what product it is you are selling.
Just one question. When considering a media house, TV or radio station, does an organizer need to know the required amount the media house takes, or he or she can just take any amount of the choice?
Okay, so you can do both. So you can come in and let us know that, okay, I want your rate card. I have an event coming up. I want to advertise in the morning during the breakfast show. I want to also do maybe in the afternoon, this and that. We have great cards for all the periods. So we'll let you know that, okay. And then you tell us, so I want my event promo played, let's say twice a week or every day. It comes with that. So that is one. Now you can also walk in and tell us that, yo guys, I have 50K, I have 30K. I want to promote my event. How do you think we can achieve this? Now, another thing I would let all of us know, okay, sometimes come in, okay, people just like too much free stuff. That's the problem. Free is good. But come on,
Let me start with Honorable Bano, and then he give us an intro about whatever is happening inside the schools.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Harrison Bano, CEO for I360 Security. We are into event security solutions, we are into consultancy, we are into man guarding, and then we are into body guarding. So anything event security can call on us. Talking about each of the services we provide, event security solutions is one of the things that we are noted for. And for that matter, every event that you are looking at undertaking, you are looking at calling on the right experts to take you through the plan to execute it successfully. Now, earlier on, listening to one of the speakers, he mentioned that when you have an event, you go through the right people and then they advise you on what to do. I think that was a very good advice, because most of the times what happens is that people who want to undertake events, think through all their plans and do everything, and then the last thing they want to consider is security. But to make it well known, the best thing to do is to contact security right at the early stages so that you can iron out most of the security issues that you envisage will happen.
I just want to assure you, you can count on me for the subsequent years. We'll be there. I'm coming from a service security. I would have wished that everybody knew us by now. But from the first speaker, I realized I still have some work to do. We are a private security company. The name is humble. Most people take it to be a foreign name. Some say it's Nigerian, some say Liberian and all that. It's an Nzuma name, a native Nzuma name, which means peace of mind. We've been in existence since 2018. So basically, 2023 is our 50th anniversary. We are licensed by the Ministry of Interior and we undertake basic private security services. Somehow we are known for event security and CPOs, that's bodyguards.
Listen, bro, I know I said 10, now I need 40. I said, what can you do for me? And we had to improvise. And that is how essential it is. And so many a times we treat security as the least important thing. Trust me, that should be the first on your event checklist. Thank you.
You need to figure out your business model. How do you get money to fund the event? Are people going to pay? Are people going to register and pay X amount of money because you're going to have the best in industry come to sit down? Are you going to give certificates after so everybody's paying 100 cedis for coming to sit here so that even when the program is not over, you're not going to have empty seats? You understand what I'm saying? Because again, what we are saying is, how are you selling us? You called us to come and you sold us, but at what value and what premium did you put on us? So that at the end of the day, when they look around, they go like, okay, X number of people came. Nabiola has been up from 10 o'clock sitting here just to be able to ensure that he acts. You understand what I'm saying? So you're asking, you're trying to understand your business model for this whole thing. Next year, if it's supposed to happen, what is it? Because maybe when you call a panelist elsewhere, and sometimes it's not even about you, your competitor will call the same panelist and the competitor will give 2,000 cedis per person. The moment you say, okay, I don't have it, okay, then question mark happens. Because your competitor has done better. So they have lifted the bar, they've raised the bar. So then what happens? You need to be able to figure out your business model. It is important. So funding is key. Are people supposed to sponsor? How? What do you need to get the money coming in? If you don't have money coming in, how do you generate money from the system itself? You have to be able to figure it out so that you can keep it running. If you're unable to do that, that's when you get to a point where, and sometimes, yes, at the beginning, you may not really figure it out. So you can go through 2, 3 years, 4 years before you try, eventually to sort it out. Maybe certain things will kick it, will help you kick it off, but that's okay. But you just have to keep thinking the process so you can find a way to figure out the business model. If you don't, you may not be able to keep at it, because now we are discussing longevity, how you can be in the game for long. The second one is consistency. Consistency is key. Consistency means appearing every time that you're supposed to appear, every year. You have 1 year, you finish off, you go and come back another year. Is it no get some talk? Okay, so make a end. I'm just trying to answer the question they give me. Okay, so I'll give 2 more points and I'll finish. Okay, so consistency, you have to just appear every time and do it, right? Because, so when we say Ghana Music Awards, an annual event. So if it's annual, we have to make that annual appearance. So every year, even when we had COVID and it was difficult, we were struggling or trying to find ways and means to still make an appearance. And we, thankfully, by the grace of God and all stakeholders involved, we were able to find the grounds to be able to make an appearance when it was necessary. All right, so that is another area. And then about the vision. If you have the project, what is your vision? Your mission is what you're about, so what you'll be doing. You want to organize this event to be able to achieve this, that. Noted. But what's the vision? If your vision is to organize it for 5 years, and after 5 years you can close shop. But if your vision is to be able to organize it for as long as you exist, and for it to go past you, then it means that you must have your succession planning, you must train people to be able to take over, you need to have your standard operating procedures, SOPs. How the system is going to work, so you can have people come and learn and be able to inherit the project and run with it. You need to be able to recruit the men, the machine, and the money needed, 3 M's, the men, machine, money, needed to be able to run the project. You understand? People who have similar values, who can pick it up and run with it, with brand extensions and all the elements that comes in. So it continues that way. So vision is important, and you must have the will to drive that vision, because at the end of the day, if you are tired, then what should you do? You understand? Until that you have that transfer of vision onto the team, you cannot be tired. When you transfer it to the team, then if you are tired, the team will help you. But if you haven't gone through the process of a shared vision and transfer of the vision onto the new generation to carry it over, you know what will happen. So basically, these are a few tips in relation to the task I've been given that I've shared. And hopefully, if questions come through, I should be able to address them. Thank you very much.
All right, a round of applause for Mr. Robert Clark. He is the PRO for Charterhouse. I have a personal question, but I'll come back later. I'm a big admiration of PRO. I mean,
to GIG, Ghana Institute of Journalism. I'm like, how do I combine all these things? Well, before, I was doing a lot of volunteering, Kidda Fest and Fun World. I was doing Kidda Fest, I was doing Fun World, sometimes I would MC. I was even a TV presenter way back. I think I did Children's Channel on GTV. So, when I was growing up, the dream changed because my dream was I wanted to be a medical doctor. And so that was the whole thing, like, yeah, I'll be in there. But after I got exposed to all these, I was like, okay, let me see, okay, this is something. So the dream changed. And so I started developing passion. Now, when Robert was presenting, you mentioned about your impact or your purpose. I mean, the why. Now, what is your why for your event? It should be passion. That should be number one. Because in 2015, when we did Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, I think 2016, we signed Victoria Michaels as our brand ambassador. Jesus Christ. It came with a lot of controversies. We had a lot you see on blogs and that. And fashion show production is a total different production. Trust me. It's a 3-day event. You are paying models for the number of days. You are providing international guests, especially when your show is an international show. I was bringing designers from India, from the US, from different countries. You're supposed to take care of their accommodation. You're supposed to take them around. You're supposed to provide transportation. It is hectic. And that was what we were doing. And it was, the funds was not there. We didn't have the means, but we still had to push. So then we started by getting a franchise. Like, wow, Mercedes. When we had Mercedes-Benz on, then the whole narrative changed. And then we started positioning ourselves. That comes to brand positioning. We positioned ourselves such that what attracts lovers of Mercedes-Benz, premium lovers, people that love luxury stuff, people that love cars, people that love, people that have a taste of class. So we positioned ourselves, we changed, because initially the brand was called African Fashion Festival. We changed it to Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Accra. We continued from 2015 to 2018. We ended our franchise in Ghana. Then we say, okay, well, we've been able to bring a lot of foreigners in this country. What can we do? Then we said, okay, let's go to Rwanda. Down, we go to Rwanda in 2019. Then we start Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week Kigali. How did we do it? You mentioned about whom. Now, we realized that, okay, there's this guy that is always passionate about our programs and all that. I'm like, okay, Danny, what can we do? We want to bring the show to Rwanda. What can we do? Then he's like, well, I'm in for it. Come, I flew to Rwanda and we rode to Mercedes-Benz again. Like, okay, cool, let's give it a try. We gave it a fair shot in 2019. We're going to do 2020 because of COVID. We took a long break. We came back again in 2022. We did a second edition, and then we are doing the next edition this year as well. So we currently do Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week in Rwanda alone. But Ghana, we changed the brand. We are a business company. I'm not interested in putting logos. So this is a very warm advice to a lot of young event organizers. You put people's logo there without their consent. Please don't try it. Don't devalue yourself as well. Yes, brand affiliations are very important, but you need to make sure that you are doing the right thing because of integrity, not associated with person A or person B. I'm not sure you want to see same. Would you want to see same? Oh, would you want to see same? Good. So you have to make sure that before you put in, now Mercedes-Benz, the franchise didn't come with money. And so when we say we are doing Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, everybody's like, hey, Charlie. But we were able to create it. It was the passion. I had to make sure I would empty my account. I would do everything possible. And after the events, the debts, Jesus, then people will be calling me. You go and rent logistics. Nabil can tell you, it's expensive to rent. If you want to rent, logistics for your event, especially when you have a taste. All our setups, most of all our setups, we create all our setup in-house. And so passion is important. Being creative and original is also very important. To be able to come up with your own idea. Trust me, if you go to the market, there's a lot of people selling tomatoes, right? But I'm sure everybody goes home well fulfilled that, oh, I sold. It's the same thing. I don't think there's every day I wake up, I see a new award. So and so award. So and so this. It's good, it's important, it's nice. It's a big market. But how original are you being? How creative are you? Are you going to make it your own? We all learn from people. So yes, Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week didn't happen in Ghana. It happened from South Africa. I went to intern. I was an intern. And I'm like, okay, this is something I can get. I did everything possible to get to the boss at the top. From African Fashion International, Dr. Precious. Please connect me. How do I do this? How do I bring this to Ghana? It was a journey. And so you want to be very original. And it's make it yours. Make it look, what the vision, how you want to see it starts now. And so it's very important that, you know, you become very original. Now about the marketing strategy. Strategies varies a lot depending on your TAs, which I mean your target audience. If I want to develop a marketing strategy for Ghana Events Summit, it will be different from what I'm doing.
Hello, the name is Jay Caps. JAYKMPS. DJ, let's go. Sorry, baby girl, don't worry. Baby girl, don't worry. All the things I do, I just don't wanna let you go. All the things are mathematical. I dey control her life, I dey count every step she go. All the things I do, I just don't wanna let you go. I dey control her life, I dey count every step she go. All the time, say the time. My baby dey by my side because I really know na. I see the pen on the wall. We see many people and I'm a baby, jumping from you want to see honey, or come when you look out. On can say your papa, if you want to see honey, or come when you look out. On can say your papa. All the things I do, I just don't want to let it go. All the things I control my life, I can't tell the steps you over. All the things I do, I just don't want to let it go. I control my life, I can't tell the steps you over. When your mathematics bring me square root of 3. To settle up here, that one break. Or no, to set more fire, one break. Yeah, I'm sure I don't want to. You got all the girls. I hate my tell me what you got from me. I will make it when you put me I just don't wanna let it go. I didn't control my life, I didn't count every step she over. Yeah, thank you.
That's right.
The name is Jay Caps.
The name is J to the KAPS, J Caps. Thank you very much, J Caps. We're hoping that a better time we'll get enough time so that he will give us some good music.
Event space, because events now, at the Jumani Puntu Eba. And our mind and Kasa, Nyama Muyin event. So we conference, we musical concert, we campaign. It be an event. It's a major event here. We got to paint, we got to fabric, we got to even a piano, and it's all revolved under the event space. Yeah, doctor, you go and do your medicine, you do your. I'm not saying, but when you look at our space, we share a space now, a broad. So what I say, it is about time government because say, oh, go forward, you're fighting call. Because me here set, now me here light or set, my friend electrician. So what I say, my friend electrician, my friend carpenter, my friend painter, my friend like be opera because maybe I was over papa on 90. Like go for the event nature no edoso. It's Emma Ejumano Emma and Kofujuma. It is about time government to know Bema Neniaba space from even if we find entertainment, acting, music or Beko studio, Beko show, or BSC, tax. Like it's very vast. It's more feel say, oh, go for the concert and entertainment, no, it doesn't stop there. Or say my neighbor who no first can shape. No who say it's our job, your friend say, producing like jobs and creating jobs and all those things. When they look at the event space, some people say it can even solve a lot of problems than maybe 1D, 1F or all those things. They should take a look at it, and I am sure they will know that this space is really creating a Jumana or man go for. And there are a lot of young guys out of entertainment, events, music, drama. But and Taizil say Obeko, catch your mammy say Opeso ye actor, and Opeso ye musician, and Opeso ye event, and Opeso ye anything around the event space. Obekacho say maybe koye doctor, koye lawyer, koye friend say engineer, and happy. But your friend say me event, me employ over 30 to 40 people. The papa, so what I say. Inti Omwinimba Embra events now, now. You should be able to support us in different fields. My name is Nabil. Yeah, Fremi Nabil from Event Factory.
Talking of Serbia, Abino, when you are organizing such events, I am Musiki Abino support, and I say more the proposals because
yes,
events
yes, sir. Who say initially because say private sector near Abino should be able to support because. Your program say sponsorship proposal ever call baby and sometimes too like Abino should be able to support indigenous event like ACWA. Let me give you an example. Like Ghana Music Awards. I didn't tell Ghana Music Awards it was a struggle to get sponsorship. Abino is supposed to even put money into it. Remember to call baby events like award scheme, municipalities no echo for awards no. Because imagine say you call Ghana Music Awards for Kumasi. Wouldn't go for a call. Artists now beji awards in Ebewo Kumasi. Go for me present awards in Ebewo Kumasi. At the chef force in Ebewo Kumasi. So what I say. And I'm for some person who artists in also Ebewo Kumasi. Hotels be booked. Maybe I'll be booked. Because like every space will be booked. You cannot quantify it. It's huge. So Utu Kwanko South Africa na Bibia municipalities just say Accra AMA bit Makaseme Ghana Music Awards maybe 5 million Ghana cedis to leave the event in Accra. Because when him say hotels Nyama Ebebani na it will stay in Accra. Ochina, the bit maka say the event no kotamale. When go for to kotamale. Transport for ombefa transport. You know the chain na it will be unprecedented. But the point is the support is not there. So the organizer will not even dare take the event away from Accra because that's his comfort zone. Ubabeko venue ben Ukotamale venue ben hotels now how many hotels there? But imagine Bisao say the Ghana Music Awards go all the 16 regions in Ghana. Look at that. Ubi Krabe Stoneboy and now Shatawale and Sakode and we aspire to be like that. But it's not like that. So everything is centered in Accra. So it's up to you guys to champion this cause and say, listen, we are doing our best privately by ourselves. Let's get the support from the private sector and from government so we can make the entertainment space what we
I think that
customers their taste and preferences are important, and they keep evolving. So when customers evolve, you need to also understand how they evolve, just so that you can meet them at that point of evolution. A lot of people travel. When they travel, they are exposed to certain standards. So what happens is that when you have customers of global taste, then you realize that you need to be able to adjust your offering in such a way that you are able to provide a taste that meets their standards. Because customers, or in this particular case, those who are coming to this country, they have a choice. They can choose to come to Ghana or go to somewhere else. So, like you're saying, so the question is actually a very brilliant one, and we need to be able to constantly monitor what's going on within the space, so that we can meet them at their point of view. As a matter of fact, not even meet them at their point of view, we need to go a step ahead to delight them, so that they'll go like, well, this beats my expectation, that kind of stuff. So if my expectation is at level 2 and you give me level 10, I'll go like, man, I'm blown. That kind of stuff. So I think that's work that every event organizer needs to be doing constantly and consistently, researching and basically trying to understand and understanding exactly the base that we are serving, just so that we'll be able to bring them beyond, we'll be able to provide services beyond what they're expecting. That's what I think.
Now, if you're a company, an event organizer is coming to you, is bringing a proposal per an event, what are the details that you want to see the standard and the quality of the event?
If an event organizer is bringing...
If you're an organization and an event organizer is coming to seek a fund from you, well, let me say maybe you are the president, an event organizer is coming to seek a fund from you, what are the details that you need in that kind of event to meet your standard or to meet the standard?
So more or less like a sponsorship, we're trying to get some sponsorship and funding. I think that the things you look out for, they vary. It depends on who you are, what you want to do, and how you want to do it. So for example, if you're doing something in relation to that supports the agenda of government, you can have a conversation with the government. The government will give you some grants or support or anything, right? Then there's also the situation where you are doing a project and it sits well with the company. So maybe you are doing a program and everybody that's going to be there, like 20,000 people, everybody has to drink water. You can talk to the water organization and tell them, look, I'm bringing 20,000 people. They're going to spend how many hours? 6 hours, 7 hours. Each person is likely to drink water about 2 or 3 times. And so I think if you come on board as a sponsor, first of all, I'll give you maybe exclusivity. So you'll be the only person here, and you'll be able to, that kind of stuff, you'll be able to sell. So you have to work down the details and then get them to the point where they understand that, oh, this is a solid opportunity. So let's work, let's go hard at it. So again, that is something that. Then we also have grants that have been clearly put in place for specific projects. So maybe there are things like girl child, all of those things. Then you can go to them and talk to them and like, oh, I have this project, this is what it's supposed to accomplish, and then they usually, some companies have, like institutions have clearly what they look out for. So you understand the criteria and submit your document in the light of the criteria that they have. And then you should be able to meet their standards for them to hopefully advance you some money. I think there are different ways to get into people. So the key thing here is for anybody who will be going to any organization to first of all understand what they have and see who is likely, or which organization is likely to align with them in terms of its goals, and then what they look out for, and then try to let your information, be fashioned in such a way that it meets their standards, and then it becomes easy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you improve?
Yes, sir.